What's up, guys? Today we finally got some good weather here in Tennessee. It's warm enough, so I thought I would get into a project that shouldn't take too long, but I've been putting it off for way too long. That's installing a automatic locking tailgate onto my 2019 Toyota Tundra. So I've got this kit here. It's the pop and lock Toyota Tundra kit for years 2007 to 2020. And it'll also fit the Tacoma 2016 to 2020. So I've seen the directions on this already. Obviously, I've already got the box open to check what's in here. It seems pretty straightforward, but we're gonna find out. Got a cable there. Instructions. Looks like a long power cable and actuator that's going to go in the tailgate. And this looks like a little jumper of some kind. So, of course, we got some plugs, fittings, and zip ties as well. Looks like a add a circuit too. So you'll see, first thing is the instructions are online. So all right, so the first step, according to the directions, was to disconnect the negative terminal on the battery. That's done, easy. And the next step is to use Torx T30 bit to remove this panel off of the tailgate. Looks like we've got 8 screws here. So I'm gonna pull them out real quick. Eight screws. I'm gonna put them on my cart here so I don't lose them. And now we can pull this hatch off. Slide it right in there. And now we are able to see this actuator space here, and actually the handle on the inside. So, all right, so the next step is to remove this 10mm bolt right here. So it says remove and discard the passenger side mounting bolt with a 10mm socket. So we'll just pull that out and I guess, I don't know, throw it in the neighbor's yard or something. So there's that. All right, so it took me a second to figure out the orientation here that this needed, but I got it there. Strangely enough, it looks like the picture in the directions is flipped 180 degrees. So it just made it a little bit, a little confusing to look at. And once I realized that, I just turned the picture upside down so I could better align this. But there it is. That's how it sits. This claw kind of goes over the, looks like the key core area, and the bolt hole location lines up with this hole with the metal insert. So I'm gonna pop the bolt that came with the kit in here. All right, so here's the bolt here. I'm gonna put a little dab of Loctite on it, just for good measure. Drop it in there. Start it with my hand, and then I'm gonna snug it up with a ratchet, just snug. Pull this grommet out by depressing these clips. And just popping that out. There we go. This is the backup camera harness here. Just pry those out carefully and the pins won't break. The next step is going to be to fish the smaller cable here through the tailgate and into the bed of the truck. We want to go this way so we can connect to the actuator. All right, I'm gonna try this. Got some zip ties here placed together. I'm gonna try to make a bit of a wire puller. So fish that one through. And I've got it. Now that I've got that there, I am going to fish the male end through. And what I'm going to do is zip tie that temporarily there. Reach back in there. Push all this out of the way. And pull that through like that. Wire and connector fish through so I can cut that zip tie off. Leave enough slack so that I can get this. Pop that open. There. And what I'm actually going to do here on both of these so that I can get a good fit is I'm going to go trim out a piece of this so that this wire will fit through there more cleanly. So it's not the cleanest job, but I dremeled out the a little bit of this pass through here, so hopefully that'll give me enough room for this new cable to come through cleanly. Down through that way and push that connection together good. I'm going to go ahead and throw a zip tie on here. That one. Throw another one up here at the connector. Okay, and we'll come back to that in just a second. So the next step is going to be to pull off this passenger side jam here. should just be able to pop off, just like that. It's always important to make sure that you leave the floorboard as messy as possible when you're making a video. Very important. So we're gonna remove this, the passenger side kick cover. And there's that. It's got a little plastic nut that holds it on up at the front there, and all the rest of them are just snap locks. So now that we've got the grommet pulled out, cut a hole through the middle of it here, put that to the side. This is our long wiring harness here that came with the kit. On this end, this is going into the cab. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fish this up through the grommet, leave it hanging loose inside, and then I'm going to stretch the rest of the wiring harness out back towards the tailgate and try to find as good of a routing as I can to zip tie it later. So I have gotten the wire routed all the way through the grommet there, down here, and it runs along the frame rail with the factory harness. It's just loose right now. I have not zip tied it yet until I have it all ready to button up. I did not record as I was doing this because these are a pain to get on, but these blue connectors here came with the kit. You just use some pliers and clamp them right onto the existing wires to tee into them. It's the red one and this white one with a silver dash that it says we need. So now we've got the inline harness here. We've got two connectors already on, a blue one and a green one with a white stripe. Directions said that the green with the white stripe one goes to the white wire in the existing factory harness. So just slide that on, snaps in, and the other one is going to go to the red one. And that just snaps in as well. So I've got the two harnesses, or two inline fuse harnesses here that are teed into the factory harness, and it has this white connector which is going to connect with the other white connector that came with the kit in just a second. So what we're going to do with that is actually see the wire, the cable coming up from under the floorboard. Has two torpedo connectors, green and blue, and it is actually labeled green and blue right there, so you know which one goes in. So you can just push them in gently, you'll hear them snap into place, just like that. Go from there, then you come over here and connect it. So it's going to go, push it on, and it snaps into place. So with that, I believe all of our wiring is complete. And before I button it all up, I want to give it a quick test. So I'm going to throw the battery's negative terminal back on and give it a quick test here. All right, so we're back at the tailgate now. Battery is reconnected up under the hood. And we're just gonna give it a quick test here. So let's see what happens. So we'll do unlock, lock, and you can hear the actuator is actually moving here. So I'll do it again so you can see. So again, lock, unlock. Looks like it's working just as it should. I'm going to just check that the lock and unlock. So it is currently locked, unlock, and just like that. Unlocked, locked. Perfect. All right, final test. Everything's buttoned up. Zip ties are done. Zip ties are cut. Carpet's reinstalled. Battery terminals reinstalled. Everything's good. Let's give it lock. Good. Unlock. Just like we wanted. Lock. Perfect. All right, so this project is done. I think the product from Pop & Lock was a solid kit, came with everything we needed. And in fact, actually, while I was cleaning up, I noticed that the plastic grommet pass-throughs that go from the tailgate into the bed of the truck that I drilled out to make accommodate the extra cable. The kit actually came with new grommets that would have been sufficient for that and wouldn't have needed to be drilled out. So be smarter than me. Use all the pieces that come in the kit. Both ways works, but I just did it the hard way. So anyway, this project's done. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching the video.